Hi, and welcome back to my series about charisma and why it is also important for you to be charismatic, even if you don't want to head out to the stages of the world. My name is Esther, and I have been part of the entertainment industry for more than 25 years. I have suffered from a lot of panic attacks, from all the insecurities one could imagine around stage, and I have made it my business to analyze it and to bring out the useful part in being someone who's naturally charismatic and who finds it very easy to go on stage and just facilitate what they really step up for. So, why do you think, for you as a woman, it is important to be charismatic? I tell you why. Because natural charisma is your best bodyguard. When you go out there and you have a natural, let's say, authority, which basically is just another word for charisma. When you have that natural authority, people think twice if they approach you, especially if they approach you in a way that is not the way you like it to be. People who have bad ideas in mind, or who are just annoying, or who want to overstep your boundaries will think twice when you have a natural authority. And that natural authority is also called charisma. Charisma is the way how you shine. It is the way how you physically appear. It is a way how you look other people in the eyes. And it is a way of knowing of your strength, but also of your shortcomings. And why is someone who knows of their shortcomings much more dangerous than someone who doesn't? Because that person has made it their business to really sharpen where they're good and to make that part of their lives to be a superpower that they can use at any time given, because they understood that maybe in some parts they are not so strong, no matter what the word strength here means. Because they understood that in some parts of their life they're not so strong, they shift their focus to the other parts where it's really easy for them to build a certain kind of strength. May it be a physical, a mental, an emotional, whatever kind of strength we're talking about right now. But they have shifted their focus to this part that comes really easy to them and made it their business to sharpen the pencil until it's the best pencil in the box, and they will always be able to use it no matter what. So when someone knows of their shortcomings, they usually even better know of the strong suits that they have, and they will use them. And they will assess a situation very quickly, understanding, is that a situation that would require me to be good in the shortcomings? So I quickly search for the sharpened pencil in the other box. And this is what's going to save them in that situation, instead of a person that is not aware of their shortcomings. And they're just like, oh, what kind of situation is that? Oh, I should react this and that way. And this and that way that they think they should react in may fall into the box of their shortcomings, but they still try it anyways and they fail. A person coming towards them will notice who they are. Do they know their strong suits and their weak suits? Or do they just know how to read a situation a little bit and will react no matter what? And here's the point, they will react and not answer. A person who is charismatic, a person with authority, has the time to answer to a situation, meaning to evaluate what's happening, to understand what it is they need, to source from their toolbox, and then to very dedicatedly answer to the situation. They take the time because they know the steps they need to take in order to find an answer that really suits them. Someone who is not that aware will just react, and oftentimes that reaction is just blowing out whatever energy they have, strong suit, weak suit, whatever, as long as they react to the situation, but will not do it from a place of really knowing where they are good at and whether or not. So you're a woman and you go out there on the streets and you have someone passing and you feel like, oh, no. There's an energy I don't like. If you have charisma, you're like, oh, I noticed that. I don't like that energy. That energy has nothing got to do with me. The moment you think that, your entire body your energetic body, even your facial expression will notify the other person, not with me, sweetheart. Wrong business. When you go along the street and you see someone you really don't like, and you're like, oh my God, hopefully that person is not going to look at me, everything collapses. Your physical body collapses, your energetic body collapses, even your facial expression goes into decline. Everything goes in. And subconsciously, we are programmed in millions of years to read the other person. Are they weak or are they strong? A charismatic person is always strong, because a charismatic person knows where they're at and how to answer to a situation and what to have in their mindset in order to be in a strong place and not in a weak place anymore. So this is why you want to consider strengthening your charisma, knowing who you are, knowing where you're good at and where you're not so good at, sharpening the tools in your box so you got them at hand, and knowing which tools are not the ones that you're so good at, but also knowing which ones you do have that may counter or take over where you're not so strong in a different way, and bring that forward. Thank you for listening to me today. That was a very short and brief introduction why you as a woman may be interested in also sharpening your charisma, going on stage or not. It doesn't really matter. It is your best bodyguard, and I can tell you how to work with it, how to build it up, and how it's going to make your life much easier. And that's maybe going to get you also the raise that you're looking to get. So stay tuned. Thank you.